Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Dork Side. I'm the Dork in the Road, and today it's 5 reasons why I hate selling motorcycles. So frustrating. That's right everyone, I'm the Dork in the Road and I want to be your internet writing buddy, so please consider subscribing. Don't forget to turn on those notifications. Most of you who know me know that I am generally an easygoing, genial chap. I like the word chap, I don't know why, it just came to me. Today's video is going to be a little bit ranty, a little bit tongue-in-cheek, a little sarcastic, so if you want to preserve your sort of image of me as this all-around nice guy 1000% of the time, maybe you don't want to watch this video. I have, over the years, gained a lot of experience buying and selling motorcycles. It's always an interesting experience, and those of you who have bought or sold basically anything on Facebook Marketplace know what I'm talking about. But the most recent sale that I did was particularly frustrating. To me, it's annoying that the same issues kind of keep cropping up, so I just kind of want to vent and rant a little bit about what's frustrating about that, and hopefully some of you who have had similar experiences can identify with and understand where I'm coming from. Number one, people do not talk like people, like human beings. The first message they send you is a number. Whatever happened to like saying hi, or cool bike you got there, or I was reading your ad and I'm interested, or hi, my name is, anything like that. But no, people do not open with pleasantry. There's no conversation. It's basically like talking to a poorly designed negotiating robot. Ask questions about the bike. Have a conversation with me. Don't just drop in some BS lowball offer and expect me to just accept it. I'm going to be far more willing to negotiate with you, to try to make a deal with you, to help you out or come down from what I would consider a reasonable price on my end. If it seems like you're a person, a nice person, a cool person, if I have a sense of you as a person, basically if you're going to try to screw me, at least wine and dine me a little bit first, right? Like, let's have a conversation before we jump right to the you're trying to gouge me out of hundreds of dollars on my fairly priced motorcycle. They don't ask if anything's wrong with it. They don't ask why I'm selling it. Nothing. Like, I know that's a little nitpicky. I know that people like to get down to business. I'm not talking about like, let's jump right into negotiating. I don't need to know your life story before I sell you my bike, but something more than you take $1,200 just would be nice. Like, I just feel like you're acknowledging that I'm a person and you're a person, and we're going to have a conversation and hopefully a fruitful interaction. It is possible to be both polite and a firm negotiator. You don't have to be an a-hole to negotiate firmly. And just because you're polite doesn't mean that you're not going to be firm on your pricing and understand the value of your bike. It is possible to be both, and I would encourage you to try talking to people before just throwing numbers at them, if at all possible. That's frustrating to me. Along the same line, so in general, just a general lack of sort of understanding that you're talking to a human frustrates me, but there are some specifics inside of that I find really annoying too. And the number one is when you message me and the first message that I get is, what's your lowest price? 95% of the time, I'm just going to tell you the price that's in the ad. Why should I tell you what my absolute lowest bottom price that I will accept is? You just want me to just give up all my negotiating power just right off the bat? At least throw some information at me. Like, when I make an offer that's lower than what somebody's offering, I try to throw out the blue book price or this is all the money that I have, but I don't ever start off with what's the lowest you'll go. I might say, are you willing to negotiate on price at all? That's a lot different than, please tell me the absolute lowest price you'll accept. If you do that to me, then you get basically the price that I'm asking. If it's up for $2,500, they say, what's your lowest price? I'll say $2,500. But if they had offered me $2,300 and started a negotiation, or offered me $2,000 and I can counter with $2,200, then maybe. But what's lowest price? I'm not going to tell you. Do you tell people when they ask you? I don't understand that question at all, especially as a first interaction. Maybe if you've talked a little bit, you throw it out there if it seems like you have a good conversation going, but starting with just messaging, what's your lowest price? You're not going to get my lowest price. Along those same lines, number 3 thing that I hate about selling motorcycles is extreme lowballers. So what's worse than them asking me what my lowest price is? When someone offers me half what I'm asking. Like literally just the first message. So if I've got a bike up for $2,500, they're like, you'll take $1,500? No, I won't. And that offer is so insultingly low that I'm not even going to negotiate with you because I don't think you're serious about buying it. Does that ever work? Like, does that work for people? I guess it's like the online buying and selling equivalent of just yelling a pickup line at every girl that walks by. Does one eventually say yes? Like, and that's just your strategy, is just throw out as many ridiculous offers as you can, hoping that eventually someone will say yes. If I put up a bike for $2,500, you offer me $1,000, the only circumstance under which I would say yes to that is if it was stolen and I'm just trying to offload it before the cops catch me. So even if you do succeed, you're still probably buying something that's bad. Like, if they're that eager to offload it, what the hell, man? Just, I don't get it. My bike is not stolen. I'm not going to sell it to you for half of what the Blue Book value is. Thanks for the offer, I guess. Have a nice day. Another one that cracks me up is random trade offers. It doesn't matter what you say in your ad, right? You can say no trades in your ad. My last bike, I said cash, or I might be willing to consider partial trade for a Honda Grom, because I was looking for a Grom, because as you know, I bought one. Somebody offered me a Ninja 250. Someone offered me a partial trade for a Gixxer 600, I think. Oh, then somebody offered me a Honda Odyssey with a snowmobile engine. Awesome, but not at all related to what I'm talking about whatsoever. It's just crazy. Not only do you get motorcycles that you don't want, but other things, random things. So the trade offers are funny to me. I get like taking your shot, like throw it out. You got something you want to trade, awesome. But when the ad says no trades, or only willing to trade for this specific thing, not probably going to want to trade for the thing you're trying to send me. One of them tried to argue with me when I was like, no, I'm actually trying to get a Grom because I want to do an off-road thing. They were like, oh, but you can convert a Ninja 250 into a Scrambler. And I was like, cool, that's not at all what I want to do, but I guess thanks for the suggestion. That's number 4, random ass trade offers that have nothing to do with what you're selling or clearly specified you don't want. Number 5 is when you say, okay, well, I'm selling it for $1,500. They say, I can get a new one for $2,000. Okay, go buy it then. What the hell do you want me to do with that information? That doesn't convince me at all. I'm aware of what it costs new because clearly I bought one myself. So what is it you're hoping that will do? If you wanted a new one, you would have bought a new one, or you would order a new one. You're talking to me about a used one. Maybe, I guess that's a partial thing. I can buy a new one for $500 more than you're asking. Okay, cool. There's a second part there. So would you be willing to sell it for meh? Right? In the ad, I clearly stated new ones are this, but you pay this fee and this fee. I'm selling mine for this. And they still said I can get a new one for what? I know, it's in the ad, bro. I'm totally aware that you can get a new one for that. I set my price based on that, but thanks for the information, super helpful. And number 6, and probably the most annoying thing, and I've sort of hit on it as we've gone through this, but people don't read the ad. And not just the ad, like I guess, it's annoying, but I understand that maybe some people don't click all the way through and read every single thing that you put in there. I try to be very thorough. Mileage, mods, any issues with the bike, title status. If it's a product that isn't a motorcycle, I try to link to a new version of it so they can look at that and get all the information. But some of the questions you get based on not reading the ad, or they clearly haven't read the ad, are hilarious and ridiculous. If the ad says firm, maybe don't open with an offer that's 50% below what I'm asking. It said firm. I don't want to negotiate at all. It's possible I might come down a little bit, but I'm sure as hell not going to go to half what I'm asking. You're wasting your time. Sometimes they'll say, what size is it? It's in the title. Motorcycle with a number in it, right? Selling versus 650. It's right there in the title. 650. How much is it? It's literally at the top of the ad. How many miles? I put that in the ad too. And it's in the Facebook information on Marketplace. Where are you located? It's right below my name in the ad. It says where I live. And in fact, there's a freaking map on Facebook Marketplace. There's a map that will tell you where I live. You can just click on it and you'll know basically within 2 blocks where my house is. And my favorite, this happened. You're gonna think I'm making this up. This happened. What color is it? There's a picture, man. There's a picture, you can see it. Look at the picture. I don't understand how you could have gotten to the point where you could message me without seeing the picture. The picture is the biggest thing that pops up. Look at the freaking ad. What's going on, man? Look at the ad. It's in the ad. The answer to your question is often in the ad. Yes, I still answer people's questions because yes, I want to sell my motorcycle. Yes, I know it's part of the game. It's just so frustrating when you try as a seller, right, to provide a lot of information. And a lot of people don't, and maybe that's why people don't click through. Because a lot of ads are just like name and price. And that's frustrating because then you got to ask for the information. I try to give all the information that I'd like to have as a seller. It's just frustrating when people don't bother to look at it. So number 6, and the biggest one for me, is people just don't read your ad. They just don't. Or they're not that serious about it or whatever. So That's the 6 things that I hate about selling motorcycles. What do you hate about selling motorcycles? What's the most frustrating thing to you? Is it annoyingly condescending, sarcastic a-holes ranting about the bikes they're trying to sell? I would understand that. Leave that in the comments. So I hope you enjoyed this tongue-in-cheek, kind of ranty venting about the experience of trying to sell motorcycles and what it's like online. If you've sold one, I'm sure you've been there. If you want to hear more about bad buying and selling experiences, I have a video about the last time I tried to buy a bike and it didn't go well. I'll link that for you. But for now, and as always, I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and please do not forget to be excellent to each other. Thank you.
Excellent!